So now we will understand what is supervised machine learning. So guys, basically supervised learning is a type of machine learning where a model learns from labeled data, which means every input has a corresponding correct output. Now guys, in this case we can have just a single input and a single output as well, or else we can have more than one input, which means we can have multiple input and a single output as well. Always remember that in case of labeled data, we can have one or multiple input variables in this case, which are called as independent variables, but we will have only one output in this case, which is called as the dependent variable. So guys, we will use these terms interchangeably in the upcoming videos as well. The inputs are called as the independent variables, and based on these independent variables we will get the output, which is a dependent variable, by using the machine learning model over here. And why this is called as supervised machine learning model? Because we have the labeled data, that means we have the input as well as the output on which the machine learning model will be trained, and after the training is completed we will provide a new input in order to predict the output for that specific input that we have provided. And that is the main aim of building the machine learning model, that is to predict the different output variables. Now guys, supervised learning is like teaching a child with the examples. So you give the model the input data plus the correct answers, which we call it as training data over here. We will check how we can give the training data to the model with the help of examples while we are writing our Python code in the Jupyter notebook. So you can check them in the upcoming videos as well. So basically we have the input data plus the correct answers for those input data, and the model learns to predict the answer for the new data in this case. So training data is used in order to make the machine learning model learn about the data, and then we will provide the new data so that the model can provide us the correct answer over here. Now guys, how much correct the answer will be, it depends on the training of the model itself. So we are going to check the different parameters as well, which we are going to use in order to understand whether the answer that is provided by the model, it is correct or not, and if it is not correct, then how much it is incorrect. So that parameter is called as error. Basically we should have the minimum error when we are building the machine learning models. So guys, over here what is the formula? We provide the data in and the correct output so that the machine learning model will learn the pattern over here, so in the future it can predict the output in this case. Let us understand some real life examples over here that we can cover by using the supervised machine learning model. So basically the very first example is the email spam detection. So guys, you must have noticed that whether you are using the Gmail or the Outlook, some of the mails are automatically marked as spam and the other emails are occurring in your primary folder over here. So guys, basically behind the scenes there is a machine learning model that is working for you, in which case we have the input that is provided as the email text over here, and the output will be either spam or not spam in this case. So basically the text of the email body will be provided to the machine learning model, and it is going to tell you whether the email is a spam email or it is not a spam email in this case, and then accordingly it is going to categorize within your Gmail or the Outlook application. So this is one of the application of the supervised machine learning model, where we have the input, that is the email text, and the output as well, which is either spam or not spam. Now apart from this, we have the loan approval prediction as well. So based on the different input of a person, let's say the salary of the person or the credit score of the person, these are provided as input variables, and the output that is provided is whether the loan application it will be approved or rejected. So basically first of all we will create the model and train the model by providing the current data that we have in the form of input and output, and then later on in future, whenever we provide the new data, that is the new input to the model, the supervised machine learning model will help us in order to provide the output for that particular input that we have provided. So this is another application of the labeled data that we can use for a supervised machine learning. And then, as I have explained you in the previous video as well, we have the house price prediction. So based on the input variables such as the size of the house, the location of the house, and the number of the rooms, we can get the output that what can be the price of that particular house based on the different input or the independent variables over here. So guys, these are certain real life examples that we can cover by using the supervised machine learning model. Now guys, let us understand what are the different types of the supervised learning. So far we have understood what is supervised learning, which means it is just machine learning model with the labeled data that is having input and output. Now we specifically have two types of supervised learning. One is called classification and the other is called regression over here. So guys, basically what is the meaning of classification in this case? So when the output is a category or a class, which means it is just specific number of inputs. So for example, if the output is just 2, that is spam or not spam, and if it is cat or dog, or else whether it is a fraud transaction or it is a genuine transaction. So guys, basically over here the output will be just 2 or 3 in this case, which is belonging to a category. So in binary terms, if we say, it can be 0 or 1 over here. So basically when the output it is equal to 0 or 1 in this case, then we see it as a classification problem, which means we are classifying the output into certain category. So guys, let us say we have the output as something is catching fire or something is not catching fire. So we just have to predict from these two values, then it becomes a classification problem. And that is what we mean by this particular statement, that when the output is a category or class. So this is the classification problem. In the previous real life example, what can be the classification machine learning model over here? The first example, that is email spam detection. The output is spam or not spam. So guys, basically this is the classification problem over here. Apart from this, loan approval prediction, this is again a classification problem because we only have two output over here, whether it is approve or reject in this case. So these types of problems are the classification problem. Now in this case, that is house price prediction. Do we have just two classes of output over here? No, in this case. The price can be any range. So let's say for example, if we have a specific unit and then we are saying between 100 and 200, so it can be 110 or 120 or 155 and so on. The price can be anything based on the input variables that we have provided. So house price prediction is not a classification problem, but it is the other problem, that is regression, in which case when the output is a number, which can be infinite number of outputs. So guys, these are the examples such as predicting the house price. It is not having the finite number of output over here. It can be anything depending on the input variables that we have provided. Apart from that, while we are predicting the temperature as well or the weather forecasting as well of a specific city, then also it is a regression problem because we are not having the finite number of output over here. And then while predicting the number of sales next week as well, we do not have a finite number of output. It can be any number of sales in the next week based on the input variable that we are going to receive in the data set. So guys, these kind of problems are called regression problems, and the opposite, that is when we are having the output with a specific value, that is 0 or 1, or this particular thing is going to catch fire or it is not going to catch fire. So those things are called classification problem in this case. So these are the differences between the classification and the regression, which comes under the different types of supervised learning. Both the types of problems will be solved by using the labeled data sets over here. Now guys, apart from this, the algorithms that we will be using for supervised learning are as follows. As you can see, for classification problem, that means finding out the specific number of outputs, that is 0 or 1 or some other output values, we can use logistic regression. Then we have decision trees, random forest, support vector machines, k nearest neighbors. So these are some of the classification problems that you can use. Apart from this, for regression algorithms, we can use linear regression, decision tree regressor, random forest regressor, or SVR, which stands for support vector regression. So guys, we are going to check these machine learning algorithms one by one, and that is when you will be understanding more about how we can build and train these machine learning models so that we can predict the future output variables based on the input variables that we provide to them. So guys, that's it in this video. In the next video, we are going to learn about what is linear regression. So guys, if you have learned something out of this video, then please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to this channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, stay tuned.